Hey everyone, it's Tyler Beast and Wood Spoonie here. This is NBA2k25 on 2K Sports. And what's going on, folks? It's another game of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tyler and Wood Spoonie are back, ready to take off our next game of the season. This time, since we've seen those in Season 1, this was one of the biggest if they ever been playing it before. But now, they meet again for this season. As the 76ers are away and they are playing at Milwaukee to face against the Bucks. It's one of our biggest of in between as we have been spotting things on. And one take we're looking forward to is one of the biggest of Joel Embiid the process. Unfortunately, he is injured and he is out for the game. He will not be playing at Milwaukee for tonight, and this will be the finish of his own season. So we may not sure how this will keep it alive for him for the process. But on the Kumpo, he's looking like he wants to show how it's done. Well, one day particularly, and we're looking at 76ers, there was nowhere to be matched. And for Giannis Antetokounmpo, he definitely has finished off with his own season. He's definitely showing it off how he's been doing it for. And one thing to say for is, he has to keep an eye on for his own attention. Sometimes it doesn't really make anyone feel possible. What they say for now is, they give him a good look on his angle. Now we're seeing things in between. I'm guessing that there's going to be a higher range than that. Well, as of right now, this one's definitely might be the only change-off. So what do you take here for this game? Milwaukee Bucks, I'm going to go with. This team is definitely going to be my spot in, because Dame Time and Giannis are the ones that can try to pull it in. I'm betting on Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to do it. All right, your take, Tyler. I'm going to say Bucks too, because they're definitely one of the biggest part of the team. I think the Bucks are going to definitely win it all. Let's hope it is the best. And for at this moment, this is game number 10, and we finally made it to 1 through 10 of the season. Because at this point, we will be taking a break next, and we get ready to prepare for an all-star game at Golden State in California, San Francisco. This will be another part of the game for his presentation of the All-Star Game. Keep your eyes peeled for the next game, as you will have a next one to show the next potable range. Here are the starting head coaches for Philadelphia 76ers. Nick Nurse is the starting head coach for the team. And for the players, we have is Tyrese Maxey, Eric Gordon, Paul George, PG-13, Kelly Oubre Jr., and, of course, the new player, Gershon Yabusele. I'm not sure how you're pronouncing it, but I'm sorry for making changes of it. So, it's hard to forget sometimes, but you just gotta make a correction out of it. Don't worry, it's all good for now. Just not even easy enough, but you can't do it for. Yeah, of course. Yabusele is a right pronunciation. Just keep in mind there, guys. Now for the other side, for the Milwaukee Bucks, Doc Rivers is the starting head coach for the Milwaukee Bucks. And players we have is Damian Lillard, Andre Jackson Jr., Chris Middleton, the Greek Freak of Giannis Antetokounmpo, and the center, Brook Lopez. Now for the next commentaries, I have one of our takes in between. The next commentary I have is Pipe Brush. He's along with Terry Crews, and the third commentary of the crew, all saying now, I welcome on in Silver Spoon. And for the center of the court I have is Ali LaForce standing by for tonight's of this presentation. Now let's get your game set. Bucks, Sixers, ready for the next matchup. We'll see you all later, everybody, for the post-game show. See you later, folks, and enjoy your game. Big part of the matchup in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We got a big presentation between the two teams. The rematch between the Sixers and the Bucks since Season 1. This is what the next game will be, and who will take on Sixers, Bucks, coming up next after this. Hey folks, it's Paintbrush, and we are at Fiserv.org. Tonight's presentation, it's the Sixers as they are taking on against the Greek Freak of Giannis Antetokounmpo Milwaukee Bucks. And we're starting in between the group. I have my next commentaries in the group, Terry Cruz, and he's also along with the owner of the guy. And welcome in is Silver Spoon. Here are the starting groups. Big matchups in between the alley by Tyrese Maxey and Eric Gordon. And it's Damian Lillard. He's with Andrew Jackson Jr. Middleton is with Antetokounmpo. And it's George in the other way on Oubre Jr. Yabusele and Brook Lopez are the starting center guards position. It's game time. Let's get started at Fiserv.4. As Milwaukee wins the tip-off, we're ready to go. Here the starting groups is right now Damian Lillard is right toward the outside. He's covered up by Tyrese Maxey. Antetokounmpo trying to show off, hey, how it goes. Into the middle with the layup. Makes it in. That one will start in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got his first bucket. Racing in here is my only take for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He really has a great chance of his own score. When he's been playing it like this, he definitely wants to rule it all. And no matter how he did, he really made that one easy enough to show how it's done. I agree with you, the Silver Spoon. Many times in the most recent, everybody loves the great free. Milwaukee fans are really appreciating all his support, and just for imagining that he's really been playing it for every season since 2013. But now, he's legendary, he's going to get that one through. First foul is picked up by Paul George. That'll be their first team foul for Philadelphia. Only 6:04 left to remain in the first. Damian Lillard starts it off.
Damian Lillard. 2 shots.
First free throw coming up for Milwaukee Bucks, as Damian Lillard's at the free throw line shooting 2. Now going over to static in between here, I'm looking at Damian Lillard, the better scoring of his opportunity after playing with Portland Trail Blazers. He's really made it a day time. It's better that he does it for his last part of his career season. But this career season, he's definitely like he wants to give it up and go for the world. Big shots are definitely in between. I say Damian Lillard is one of a great. You know, playing it for real, it matters everything. I say now when Damian Lillard gets his own team, he really wants it all. Let's see if he does it. Lillard missed the second free throw. Now the Sixers are in the other way in the transition. He has the pass and that shot. For George, no good. Giannis Antetokounmpo with his first rebound. And he'll have his own take again to Damian Lillard. Lillard looks it over again to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo finds Damian Lillard for a deep three. Antetokounmpo, that will race this up for the first three-pointer for Damian Lillard. That one will be his first 3 of the night. Just look how confident for Damian Lillard is. He wants a deep 3. He really has to start it off with a big one take. Oubre Jr. misses off. The other rebound is this will be Yabusele with his first bucket of the night. Without Joel Embiid, guys, he's really trying to see if he can try to recover from his strength. And without any luck, it's nowhere often. Yeah, that Joel Embiid's definitely like out of his game. He never really just got back into it. All what happens now, I mean, he's just been really trying to keep his own momentum alive, but he didn't really think he wasn't going to start off that quick. That too soon to make? I mean, there's no option. Another 3 for Damian Lillard. He knocks out a triple. That's 2 3-pointers for Lillard. Dame time. That's what I just see now coming in through. That's why you don't mess with anybody. Yabusele for 3. That one makes it in. This will be another 3-pointer. First 3-pointer for Philadelphia. Here's Antetokounmpo. Over now to Middleton. Over drive in the middle, makes it layup. Nice pass by Antetokounmpo. That'll be his first assist and the first bucket for Middleton. Now here's Eric Gordon. He will start that off here on his own team. Finds a pass to Maxey. Lillard is on the cover. On his way down in toward the middle. On a slam, this one will slam in toward the paint. That'll be Maxey with his first slam on a throwdown for Philadelphia. Now Damian Lillard will have his own change. He has the pass, now finds Brook Lopez. Lopez now finds it over again to Antetokounmpo. Looks over to Brook Lopez. Give again to Jackson Jr. Here's a shot. And it will make the first bucket in. Jackson Jr. starts off his first point of the night. And Brook Lopez with the assists. Really have to start out that strong here for Lopez. I mean, this one gives a good option. Here's a shot for Gordon, and this one dumps it in for the 2. Here's Chris Middleton. Our turn wing as he will now have his own time. Pass off to Lopez. Lopez now finds it again to Damian Lillard. Reporter from Valley of the Force, talking to Doc Rivers about his game here and with his meetup with the 76ers as his first as head coach was the LA Clippers. And for some reasons, there were one way to make a change out of it. He's been playing it since every season after finishing off with the 76ers by the last part of a couple of seasons. There was no way to be clear, and he really had it all covered in. But now, he's looking like his next team is a strategy. After an interview, he wanted to change it up and wanted to keep his head coach alive. So the Bucks decided to hire Doc Rivers. Yeah, Doc Rivers is really like anybody's like a favorite on the momentum. And since he's a former head athlete, he really is starting off his player to be on his own career. But now this one switches over, and he's looking to see what he can definitely do and try to keep over the range. It didn't really start off the appearances for Giannis Antetokounmpo to give it over to Brook Lopez and for Doc Rivers. He has a lot of higher range to start in. When he makes it a great adjustment, he's going to see what he can definitely try to do to put it in. I really like his effort. I mean, it really makes a good chance. Wow, what a dunk here by Wilson. And that will be a close game. Timeouts picked up by Milwaukee Bucks with only 2:08 to go in the first quarter of the game. Now, we're seeing things in between here, and here's what happens. When for Doc Rivers, he's really making this his own head coach of the year. He has a lot of quotes to say about it of his own team, of his real life. He really makes it a great thing of his own career and has done for a better thing. When his most outstanding in his work and his effort, it's for coaching, team working, and success. His quote says, "You have to never underestimate the heart of the champion. You will be willing to get your heart broken to be a champion, and you have to do it over and over again." Good players want to coach. Great players want to be told the truth. And you will never get threatened by anybody because you're good. The better you are, the better I am. That's why average players wants to be alone. Yeah, sure do about this one. I mean, Doc Rivers is really like finishing off his own season. He didn't really think he was ever going to start off that big. Now he wants some and never changes. Just like the last postseason against the Indiana Pacers, it was a rough loss. That's because whenever our teams are on the offense, they're looking like they want the Pacers to get back in the postseason. New change-ups are coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. As Tyrese Prince, he is with Wright. And the other side of the player we have is Trent Jr. And the other players of the Sixers, we have is Kyle Lowry. He's with Andrew Draymond. And the other side of it we have for number 19, he's another New York Knicks player. As right now, Drummond will take his own rebound. And here's a start for Kyle Lowry. There's a new group substitutions. He's over now. The three-pointer for Council. Council the fourth, no good. Under 2 minutes left in the first quarter, as he now finds it over to Wright. Tyrese Prince for the triple. This one will start off with a first three-pointer for Tyrese Prince. He's got his first three-pointer. Oh yes, that Tyrese Prince is definitely looking like he wants to dip for some. And Pat Connaughton's on the court. Right against Lowry. The screen on Andre Drummond. Looks it in. Good D by Bobby Portis Jr. Portis Jr.'s got his first rebound of the game. He now finds Portis Jr. Tyrese Prince for number 3. Go for 2. He ties it up with Damian Lillard. He has another 2 3-pointer to have it in. Oh, the switch back-to-back scores. They really have no idea how he definitely did. This really makes it a stoppage. Connaughton's on Council of 4. Screen rejected. At Connaughton on it. 5 to shoot. 2 to go. And that rebound will sail out of bounds. That will be the last touch on the Sixers. Now it's the Bucks ball with 31 seconds. Now for a new substitution coming back on the court. As now this will be checked in for Council of 4 as Edwards is checked in. right, you will be on the court here within 30 seconds. Here's Connaughton. Right toward away, he will send it back over again to Wright. Wright sends a pass to Trennan Jr. for number 3. That one misses off the range. And Jackson. Down to 10. Oubre Jr. for 3. Got him to go. That will be another 3-pointer for the Sixers. First 3-pointer of the night for Oubre Jr. 4 seconds. Connaughton for the buzz beater. And that rolls in and out. That ends the first quarter. 18-14. A great start-off lead for Damian Lillard and their team. We'll get to the second quarter when we come back. And if you're just tuning in for the second quarter, we welcome you back at Spicer Forum. It's one of our biggest starts for Damian Lillard and the rest of the teammates. Plus, Tyrese Briggs, the secondary lineup, make that 3. Now, what's your take on how the Milwaukee Bucks do here for this, guys? Well, you see now that Milwaukee Bucks are definitely doing really well. And since meeting up with the first season on 2K17, this was really like an on-dominant pressure. This really didn't start to appear itself that well, but they are making great playoffs that they have done. All I say now, they've been keeping communication on and on. I'm hoping there's another great change-off, and I'm hoping there's another great look at their offense to put the strategy. Here are the starting groups in the start of the second quarter. As right now, we have his Damian Lillard. He's become Bobby Portis Jr. Oh, the Kupo's running in a point forward position. Tyrese Briggs is right toward away, and Trent Jr. is in the point. For the Sixers. And Reggie Jackson is with Andre Drummond. Paul George with Eric Gordon, and your Barcelona right towards him. That shot misses off for Bobby Portis Jr., and this will be rebounded by Gordon. Here's Gordon, right toward the wing. He's watching, closely on the gap, looks it in, and a shot. It's denied by Oladipo. That will be his first block of the game. Don't take the strategy for that. This really makes it a hard must. That key needs to be a pressure to put it in. Drummond puts it back with the rebound. And that Greek Freak will be his first rejection, but could he get the second? Well, it's too soon now. I mean, don't play it like you do for it. I mean, if you're doing it incorrectly, don't do it like they did. That's what they have to do to get in. Oladipo makes a drive. That'll be his second bucket. 2 assists in the game, and he's looking for another one. Big score drives carefully. That's Oladipo with no chance. And Andre Drummond sees Reggie Jackson a perfect cut in the rim. And it's now a 20-18 score. Now here's Portis Jr. right toward the wing. Slides it down, finding over to Damian Lillard. Lillard needs to find an motion group. He finds Trent Jr. Here's Damian Lillard for the triple. 3-pointer, cashes in. Another dish up for Damian Lillard. Timeouts called on Philadelphia Sixers. Under 5 minutes in the first half of the game. Oh, they really love that. I just say Damian Lillard's really doing so well. I mean, the 3-pointer is definitely the hard key. And make it understandable, he's been like a pest. You do want to tell more about Damian Lillard? Give some effort! They really want someone to try to mess them up. They won't mess them up anyway, their Silver Spoon. And you know what they happens now. You're out of here. Not my whole life it would be like that. For Damian Lillard, he was one of our biggest American basketball players here. Since after finishing it up in Oakland, California, he was making his own a great thing. Because his nickname calls Dame Time, he has made his clutch shots. And his career has been playing up since after playing the Weber State and being drafted since 2012 on his 6th overall pick. But his ultimate of his career has been putting in with some nice take of his highlight and rewards. The first time ever the NBA Cup champion since last year after the Cup tournament was the finish of the end season, and this was the fantastic finish for the Cup champion to crown it all to Milwaukee fans. And they have put it up on the board for the first time ever. After the Lakers, it's now the Bucks that won their first NBA World Cup. They definitely do so. I mean, Cup is definitely my thing, but that's what I always do now. First, it was in-season tournament, and now they rename it to NBA Cup. I like it that way. Better than yep. And he stepped out of bounds. This will now not count the bucket. As he steps out of the baseline, this will turn over for Philadelphia. Edwards is checked out, as now it's Council the fourth checked in. Reporter from Allie LaForce talking for Nick Nurse Fermion. He was really been showing his desperate of need. Tyrese Maxey is really showing you what his support does. But his motivation of his real life didn't really stop playing. He had another chance to choose some differences to make that one countable. All what happened now, they really have to play for another take. It's nowhere why, but the matchup seems impossible. Yeah, every time when Tyrese Maxey really makes it in through, it just can't get over this. I mean, no stoppage on this play. This really is a hard train that he has to do for it. And no time left. This won't be a take, but he has to give for it. Brook Lopez finds again to Damian Lillard. Here's the cut. Motion in. Got the layup. Damian Lillard with 11 points in the game. He's on a strong start in the first half. Well, Damian Lillard really loves that. I think his concussions are turning. He's been practicing. Gotta keep your eyes on appearances. Screen rejected by Yabusele. Here's George for three. The rebound picks up. Now it's back to George. Here's the cut. And it's broken up the defense by Gordon. That one rules it over. Nobody changed it up, and they have not picked it up with the 2-on-3 zones. Now Antetokounmpo will send it over, now finding Damian Lillard. Antetokounmpo helping Tyrese Prince out. Here's the alley-oop to Antetokounmpo, fakes a shot, and that one shot goes too hard. Now it's rebounded up by Gordon. Changes in, swat it away! That's Antetokounmpo, number 2 in the first half. Wow! Now you know that Antetokounmpo never missed the Greek free. George and Gordon are checked out as Lowry and Oubre Jr. are checked back in. Plus, the Bucks are making new changes. Antetokounmpo sits out, Jackson Jr., Middleton, and Tyrese Prince coming in to help and support, and they're ready for a next take. Here's Maxey up for 2. The rebound puts it in. He goes up and goes in. That will be off Oubre Jr. as Yabusele has 11 points, tied up with Damian Lillard's record. He's now over to Brook Lopez. Lopez now finds again to Lillard. Over now, finding again to Andrew Jackson Jr. Fading a shot, goes back to Jackson Jr. Over Lowry. Good to make it in. That's another 2 for Jackson Jr. That's Brook Lopez with the assist. The Deers are up by 7. Up by 3, correction. Lillard on Maxey. The pass going in. Swatted by Brook Lopez. What a swipe out. That's how you mess the defender. Oh, I love Brook Lopez. That one also makes it do too. Middleton from outside. Here's the cut. Reaching and bounding. Got it in. That's Middleton with a second bucket. They're up by 5. And now here's Maxey under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. The pass. Over again. Yabusele makes another bucket. Damian Lillard trying to show his response. Now finds a pass to Prince. Prince looking for his way down. Over to Middleton. Middleton pass again to Prince. Here's Damian Lillard from outside. Over now to Prince. Prince around the back. No coming back. Back to Damian Lillard. The deep 3. Middleton. That's off the rim in the backboard. And this will rebound again by Council the fourth. He's in middle, and a shot races, and that one stops on Tyrese Maxey by Chris Middleton. He's really good. I mean, he's just on a hard pressure. I mean, he really has to keep playing for it. Here's Prince from outside. Just 1 minute left in the first half. Lopez looked at Damian Lillard for the corner 3. Got it to go. That one makes it number 3 for Damian Lillard. And he has now 14. Well, MVP saluting? I must say so. I don't know what Damian Lillard's going to do, but he's really going to try to see what he can get. Rebound by Middleton. As we're already reaching halftime, we have our halftime show coming up for you. As we have is Ernie Johnson along with Canadian Jet Smith and Shaq O'Neal, their biggest half of the game. The Bucks start strong over 76ers. What's the cold procedure? That'll be the next one on its way after the first half has been concluded. Middleton makes a shot. A number 2-pointer for the Bucks. He has 6. Just 20 seconds left in the first half. Maxey on Damian Lillard, watching the time. Shot clock is on clock. Rolls it in. Fake shot. Will dip it in through. And that will do for the first half. Damian Lillard will slow his time down, and that will do. 34-28 is the first half of the score. The Bucks. Well, that's it for now. We'll come back to the second half later after halftime. Halftime show's on. See you in just a bit.
Don't go anywhere. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. It's hard to imagine how he could have been any better in the first 2 quarters. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
I have to applaud their offensive consistency. They're not wasting possessions or taking bad shots. That's a testament to their basic focusing on playing intelligent basketball.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
Their inside attack has been overwhelming. So I believe some of them guys are opposing their real physically. I don't know.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter is just about to get started.
You've been watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. And we are happy enough to have you back with us today for our third quarter to start. With a great start from the man, Damian Lillard. Dame time. Clutches a bunch of points in between on a perfect start in the first half. How does your take here, guys, of how Damian Lillard did? Well, Damian Lillard's been really like a great start. I mean, I love his energy. All what I do for now, I mean, he's in on the top ring. I'm looking like he wants to give him some good extra credit. Feel free to give that one as well if you want. Here to start for the second half of the game. Maxey is with Eric Gordon. George is on small forward with Oubre Jr. And Yabusele's in center. For the Bucks, Lillard is from the point guard. He's with Chris Middleton. On the Koopa right toward the corner with Andre Jackson Jr. and Brook Lopez in center. And an offensive foul picked up on Lopez. That'll be his first foul as he makes a hand whipped out of him. Uh-oh, that's not good. You don't like pushing that often. You can't make him get out of here. If you're doing it too much times, that means you're going to turn it over. Well, I just did not like that. I mean, that one just hurts. George from outside, Middleton on him. Yabusele in with the screen. Looks it up for the 2. From elbow blank, no good. Lopez now finds on a Koopa. The give over to Middleton. On the alley-oop. And he just almost had it made it in, but that one stays out. Middleton from corner. Needs to look for some changes. Here's a 3 on the Koopa. That one misses off wide. Now here's George. Now turn away, he now finds Gordon. Gordon on Andre Jackson Jr. Here's Maxey on Damian Lillard. With the screen, looks it in. With a shot, Yabusele makes it in. Number 2-pointer for the Sixers. Big tight comparison between Yabusele and Damian Lillard. They both have the perfect start in the first half, but there's one second half that might lead it on. Lopez right to the corner. Here's a chance. Over Maxey! That rolls in and out, and that ends it here. He misses the first shot. Well, it's just hard sometimes. Maxey's right already on him. I mean, that really doesn't have a chance to try to stop in. And he's stepped out of bounds. This will change it over to the Bucks ball. Keep your eyes on appearances for our next game by downloading the NBA app to get the most highlight scores in between the zones. And you will be able to see them for our next part of the game. If you missed the highlights, check it out on the NBA app by downloading it today. Middleton. Toward the middle. Got it through. That's a number 2 for the Bucks. Middleton has 8 points in the game. Well, looks like the crowd's standing in for some effort. Now they're really putting it through. Timeout's picked up on Philadelphia with 4:45 left to go in the third. And this one really stands it in. I think the Sixers are definitely having some fun occasions. Yeah, I mean, they're really doing well. I mean, Bucks are just keeping an eye out there. After a little bit of a steal, he tried to step it in, but he just turns it over. Now Middleton has one. 4:45 left to go. We'll get to the rest of the third quarter when we come back. Say our name. Possible is everything. The NBA on 2K Sports is brought to you by AT&T 5G. Connecting changes everything. Starry Lines. And by Hotels.com. Find your perfect summer. For those of you who are new at home, here as we're being said, if you already subscribe to this channel, thank you very much for joining us on the journey. For those of you who have already subscribed, we really appreciate your support for joining us here. It's almost 10 years before this channel hits 10 years on YouTube after it finished off to start its completion since 2016, part of Chris Sonica. And for something of you guys, we'll have some special gear for you, just in case if there's another change on. Keep your eyes on appearances. We'll have some surprise for you by next year in 2026. As the play continues, here's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Following along with the miss by the 76ers, here's Trent Jr. Decide to give it to Pat Connaughton. Wants a potential, screens in. Looking to receive the screen. Nobody around, and this will be an offensive foul that gives it up on Trent Jr. That was his first personal foul, and their first team foul, nothing to give. Look for the steals here for the season, as the Sixers have already been tied with the Pelicans, 9.5. Well, the Steels really didn't think this was not going to be easy changing. And now what I noticed, I mean, this must be confidently. They really have to change it immediately. Just get some steals in if they have to do for it. Trent Borges John blocks the ball. That's his first rejection. Oh, look at him going. I mean, I love when the settlement puts in. Good stop by Paul George. That will be another rebound for the Sixers. Here's Jackson on right. Watching it play. Ball stolen. It's right with the steal. Up to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Out to Pat Connaughton has been knocked out of his hands, and it goes back to George. He rolls up. The two-pointer is no good. And he's over now trying to give it to Giannis Antetokounmpo this time. But decided to send it over to right on the other side. Here's Trent Jr. Decided to go for some screens. Receiving in. Here's a change-off. Pat Connaughton for the 2. That one's no good. And this one misses another one for Milwaukee. Paul George against Antetokounmpo. Here's the pass to Gordon. Gordon on Pat Connaughton. Fade a shot. Back to George. On to Antetokounmpo. Rolls it in. And that one beats over via Giannis. He has another two-pointer for Paul George. Under 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Here's Trent Jr. Right turn his way, now finds Antetokounmpo. He has it again to Connaughton. Connaughton. Take a shot. Rolls back again to Antetokounmpo. Portis Jr. with no luck. Finds right. Around again. Count it and one by Bryant. That's Ryan Jackson with a foul. Oh, that really makes it a little hard change up for Mr. Wright. That really is just hard. No pickup plays. I mean, that one was a hard defensive foul to pick up. Eric Gordon is checked out. And checking back in is Kyle Lowry. Wright's at the line, shooting 1. And Tyrese Prince is checked in on the other side. No good for this throw. Only 2-pointer will be given. And now Edwards is now sends it over to Jackson. Blitz on him. Looking in with the sidestep. That rebound puts up by Portis Jr. Portis Jr. on the other way. Going for Antetokounmpo. In the middle. What a nice defensive play effort by Andre Drummond as he stops that ball. Only 2 minutes left in the third. And George settles in the drive. Baseline now cuts her down by 4. Now Giannis Antetokounmpo will have to change it up again. Finds a pass in the middle to right. Goes back to Antetokounmpo. Gonna do it? No. That one rebounds by Edwards. Tyrese Prince on him. 1:35 left in the third quarter. Lowry. In the middle. Ball's loose. It's stolen by right. And here's a chance. Open corner. Tyrese Prince. Got it in. That's a number 2 for the Bucks. And he has 8. Boy, there's a bitter effort out there. I mean, Tyrese Prince wants some noise out there. They wanted to get hypes. I definitely do so. I mean, really gotta give some good effort. Here's a chance, George, and a shot. What a defensive play by Giannis Antetokounmpo. He stops it in. And Portis Jr. for 2. Got it. Number 2-pointer for the Bucks as he has his first bucket in. Start of a third quarter as they're nearing down the end. Here's Lowry on right. Finds the pass over to George. George looking trouble. Faded up with a shot. That one admits another stop made by Antetokounmpo. And here's Trent Jr. He now sends it in. Right. For the finish. Good. The long right with his fucking bucket. He has 4. Just 30 seconds left in the third quarter. George, right toward wing. Watch out, Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here comes the fast break. As he now slides back to Trent Jr. Wants the potential to give it over. He wants something. Antetokounmpo. And he lost that dunk. He just had a bad timing. It was off and not perfect at all. Edwards with a buzz beater. And that one ends the third quarter. Bucks are up by 10. A 44-34 game. Just the final quarter left in Milwaukee. And we all definitely realize, couple blocks, it's been changing everything. This is going to be a one wild knockoff to change the effect. Now we meet again. Well, it's big time. Fourth quarter is underway shortly. When we come back, we'll get ready for the finish. And official candidates in our review, let's have a look at the State Farm assist of the game. Now, it's just tuning in again here. I love with this energy effort. Here's my favorite thing. Bobby Portis Jr. really has to give it over again, and now with only the cut-in motion, he puts it to right. I like when his count bucket 1 puts it in for the third quarter. Yeah, it's definitely my favorite. I think Damian Lillard might be a great take for Trent to put it up. We are down to the fourth quarter. Hope you're having fun with us. Let's see what we've got. For the final group for the Milwaukee Bucks, Lillard's on top. And he's also along with Jackson Jr. Middleton is right toward him, small forward. Van Sommer and Brook Lopez. And finally, we've got a great take, Bobby Portis Jr. Here's Damian Lillard. Up for another take. For the finish, he's fouled. That will be a start of the fourth quarter as the first foul is given by Tyrese Maxey. And a number team foul adds for Philadelphia. While a bonus point's going to definitely put Damian Lillard in. If he's going to get it done, then he's going to have another chance in to score some big effort here. Another free throw coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks as Damian Lillard's at the free throw line. Yeah, I got to see some effort in here. And I think Tyrese Maxey's definitely a little bit out of gas already. I mean, he's definitely got pretty rough over the years. But now this time, he's definitely like Damian Lillard's on a star streak. He's really like he wants to do it again. Damian Lillard hits the first free throw. Now, you're saying it for in between for Damian Lillard. It's all what the better chance effort is. Just keep playing, just keep hard at it, and don't lose it. That's what happens. They all got to give some good guidelines to give it from here. Damian Lillard, that's the second free throw. Philadelphia trailing by 12. And over now to Maxey. Maxey on it. The screen by Yarbusele. Up it goes. Denied by Brook Lopez. That's his second block of the night. Over to Brook Lopez. Lopez in the middle. Strong defensive effort by Yarbusele. Jordan on his way. For the finish, he's fouled. This will be the first team foul picked up by Milwaukee, as Eric Gordon is at the free throw line shooting 2. He's really not shooting to better effort. Eric Gordon's definitely really trying to make his own tactic. And watch what happened. Jackson Jr.'s definitely been bumped out. He's not really showing his better courtesy. He has to find another offensive ability to get right to it. I mean, that defensive effort is too hard for him to struggle. Free throw coming up for the 76ers. This will be Eric Gordon at the free throw line. First free throw good for Eric Gordon. Now, after playing for the LA Clippers, he was really noticing that this wasn't a struggle for him to put it in. Before his contract made it in for Philadelphia Sixers, it was everybody was aware of that he really had some hard strength to do for it. I don't see what's the point for him, but that really has to make a setup key impossible. Second free throw good for Eric Gordon. Just 6:08 to go, and Damian Lillard has the ball. Now he finds the pass over again to Andrew Jackson Jr. But we're now finding again Bobby Portis Jr. And here's the cut. Damian Lillard up. Going for it. Made the shot in. That was another bucket for the Lillard. Dame time. Clutching goal. 18 points. Oh, just a stand effort out there. I just can't believe that Damian Lillard is doing it again. You really say so? I give that one a great chance. A good crit. Here's Jackson Jr. Going for it. And he dunks with one-hand dunk down. Now that's how the finish puts it in. And that one after Bobby Portis Jr. puts it in. That one really makes it a great string. I mean, they want to see that dunk performance. Lowry's on Jackson Jr. Passes down to Maxey. Maxey on Damian Lillard. For the screen, rejected. Toward the middle, layup! That one stops it again. And he's fouled. He will count the bucket in. Now will be Yarbusele with another bucket in. That will be Bobby Portis Jr. with his first foul. Well, it's just too late. I mean, now you got to get a chance in, and that one really wastes it in. He got that one counted in. Well, no chance of the, however. That Doc Rivers needs to give this one some improvement. Yarbusele is in the free throw line. He'll be shooting 1. Free throw will be cutting a digit down by 11. It's a close game out there. I mean, Damian Lillard needs some more strategy. He's got to try to find someone else if he can get there. Now for his motion, he's right toward the corner. Give it to Brook Lopez. Lopez. Another shot. Gets it back. Up it goes. And he counts it in. Brook Lopez. Another finish, and a foul's been picked up on Yarbusele. Now there's no answer to that. Yarbusele is definitely adding another foul. He is not really looking at his good chance. Now will be Brook Lopez at the free throw line, and his answer back will be at 1 shot. One shot. And he knocks down a free throw. Lopez with 3 points in a game. Here's Maxey. He's right toward the wing. The pass up to Gordon. Gordon right toward the wing as he tries to settle in. On defensive effort, he'll slam it down. Now the timeout will be picked up on Milwaukee Bucks with 4:38 to go. It's a big back-to-back switches. We're really sure enough this keeps it in there. I now know what you're thinking now. I mean, this really is putting a great effort to make the change. Yes, say so too. Back switches. Young Musella, count bucket of 1. Benbrook Lopez, count bucket of 1. We're really looking at forward here. Fans, the All-Star Game is approaching as we have our next part of the game. This will be our special presentation of the NBA All-Star 2025 at Golden State in California. I'll be our next game here to keep your eyes on appearances as we will be taking a break with our regular season games. But the game of the night matchups will still continue for our next matchup. Then once game resumes in for our regular season, we have the Jazz taking on against the Rockets at Toyota Center for our next part of the game. And following along with the next game is the Clippers as they're taking on against the Indiana Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. With our last All-Star relocation, that is where the team that they've done for the last part of it of the All-Star game since 2024. But let's hope that this takes in. Keep your eyes for the next game as this will be our next favorite to put it in for our All-Star game only on Son of East. Our reporter from Rally LaForce talking in between here. Nick Nurse, he's really struggling and he has a lot of quote. He's talked to his teammate. This is what we need to do. There's no hustle. There's no need to be frustrated for it. But you got to keep playing what you did. That's why Nick Nurse is really giving it over to, and he really has to try to pick it up. No chance question. This need to be going in some great moments. Another missed chance here for Chris Middleton. Here's Tyrese Maxey. He's over now. Lowry in. We'll finish the drive. This will be down by 10.
Tyrese Maxey.
Here's Damian Lillard. Right to the wing. Tries to give over to Bobby Portis Jr. Portis finds Lillard for number 3. Never missed here for Damian Lillard. He's over now to Maxey for the triple. It's off and rebounded by Portis Jr. Here's Damian Lillard. And it's over again. Foul's picked up on Maxey. That's his second personal foul and a third team foul for Philadelphia. Oh boy, I think Tyrese Maxey really has to put on a joke on Damian Lillard. He's definitely really pissed off now. Damian Lillard adding another free throw for the next 2 shots. First free throw misses. And coming back on the court will be a next replacement as Edwards will be checking in for the Sixers. Good on the second free throw. Down to 3:30 left in the final quarter. Yabusele now finds Maxey. The screen. Picks up in on a shot and he slams it down the other way. That'll be Maxey with a 6-point game conversion and 5 assists in the game. Just didn't really have some time after him. He really has in a rush in a hurry. He's got to go. Now back to Middleton. 3:09 left to remain. Portis Jr. now passing over again to Middleton. For nobody around. Got it in. Another 3-pointer for the Bucks. That will be Middleton's 11 points in the game. Bucks have made 5 more 3-pointers for the 76ers in every one of the quarters. But for the Sixers, there have always been trouble here for the 3-pointers. Yes, so far they didn't really just want to try to stop in. This really has to keep somebody out of trouble, and they're really letting them just do their number 3s. While they're not doing so well at all, they just got to keep going. After a block made by Brook Lopez, here's Lillard. And Lopez trying to give it towards again to Jackson Jr. Here's a chance, alley-oop. It's been tapped out. Here's Edwards. Right to toward the twin. Edwards, right toward his own. Another great stop made by Damian Lillard. Now to Brook Lopez. Ball's loose, it's stolen by Gordon. Here's the fast break. Edwards will finish it up in the middle. Down to 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. And Eric Gordon gets the assist. Middleton slides again to Lopez. He now sends it again to Lillard. Lillard looks it out to Middleton. Middleton sliding it over. Right for the free throw. He got it going. Another 2-pointer for the Bucks. And it's Middleton, 13. Philadelphia is on the Sixer number timeout, as they've already been sucking out with underneath by 12 points. Yeah, they didn't really seem like they wanted to do it for something, but all that reason is, it was no way match that he has done for. Plenty of enthusiastic reaction, but the fans are really not always slowing things down. And now for the take here, I've got a little feeling with the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo, for those of you who are new here, here's how you pronounce it.
The Nigerian way, you gotta say with a D, so it's Antetokounmpo. But in the Greek way, you say with the NT, like Antetokounmpo. So I changed it myself. Like, I don't think there is a way you gotta say the last name. Whatever you got, just say. You know, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Like spelling and pronunciation? Do you know that? Yeah, I always know that. I didn't see anybody that wants to make a mistake in. Like mosquito. Well, there's no answer why, because that really makes a change off. I'll definitely do for anything. That really makes it a hard chain off to make them score. And now it's time to present your New Balance player of the game. Tonight's game of the night goes to the clutch time, Damian Lillard. He's really like a high energy out there. Damian Lillard is the best star ever. Game time is what game time does. He makes it. Count this thing done. He's showing it to the crowd to make a wild out of it for the Bucks fan. As for our next substitution in our lineup here, for us Maxey will be on court. They make new changes here in a 2-on-3 zone. Here's the middle chance to Maxey. Right toward the wing. Solid D by Brook Lopez. He officially received his 4th rebound and now has it again to Middleton. He's over now to Jackson Jr. Time approaching down, now finds Portis Jr. Portis Jr. has the pass to Brook Lopez. Here's a shot. Number 2 misses off. Maxey's right toward the wing. Tries to go for another take. Over now to Edwards. Edwards back to Maxey. He's right in his own, and he has his 3rd dunk of the game, and down by 10. Final minute in the regulation, as Lillard will send it over to Jackson Jr. He now has it over to Middleton. Middleton slides it again to Brook Lopez. And he rolls it with a one-hand layup. He is bumping it in, and he has been attacking so hard. Yeah, everybody knows that one here. That Bobby Portis is saying that Brook Lopez is getting a great chance operation. He's really like saving all his time. Middleton wants the alley-oop pass. Here he comes. Timing's way off. Middleton wants to send it over again. The pass finds it again, maybe in the way. Here's a chance. Out by Middleton. And a shot up for 2. He will have it in. That's another 2-pointer for the Bucks. Last changeup for the Sixers. For the 3. That'll be missed. One chance. Last left. Gordon. Send to Edwards. Final 3. And he'll make it in. And so the Bucks win. 63-52 is our final score. It's been a one huggable game of the night. That's what we do. We make it endable. You know what happens? Daytime, it's game finish. 63-52 as Lillard is showing off his response. I just really love it how he does for me. Keep it in favor all over again. Now here's Holly.
Dame, you routinely make shots that most players would not even attempt. What enables you to have that kind of confidence?
Sometimes in the summer I work on
the craziest things. You know, you never know what type of situation you're going to be in. You got to be prepared for it. You know, so I've worked on my fair share of crazy shots, crazy passes, and you know, you don't make a high percentage of them, but I made one tonight.
Practice makes perfect. Thanks so much, Dame.
All right, Riley, thank you very much. And that about wraps it up, folks. Along with my broadcast partner, along with Terry and Silver Spoon, this has been a presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Pink Rush, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. Take care, everybody. Until next time. Well, this is what they've always said now. I mean, this is what we always do for. This game was unbelievable. And showing off the crowd, we finish off with a dear win over the Sixers. Since a part of a season I was never seeing how this was going to definitely do, I really now know that they've really been trying very hard. You know what happens down there, Tyler? They really get it going here strike. What the hell do they do there, mate? Well, you got that one in control. I mean, everybody's really loving it. Here's how I did with the total statistics. With the team comparison between 63 and 52 is your final. And here's how I did with every game of statistics. 55% for the field goals for Milwaukee with 3-pointers of 41 and 50 free throws was given for Milwaukee Bucks. 9 fast break points with 40 in the paint and 13 second chance points for Philadelphia 76ers. Then it was 14 bench points along with 23 assists for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've really been pushing the effort. Then, 8 offensive rebounds for the Philadelphia Sixers. Only 28 defensive rebounds for the Bucks. 5 steals for Philadelphia 76ers. 6 blocks. That was crazy over the Philadelphia team. And they just did not have the response back for the Bucks. Well, that's definitely what happens. I mean, they don't really just do it often, and they just can't just get it back. That's what they don't do. I mean, gotta fix it. Then, another take in. 4 turnovers. 6 points off for the Philadelphia Sixers. 2 team fouls was Milwaukee Bucks. 9 dunks was the Philadelphia Sixers. 14 biggest lead and 15:37 was their time possession for the Milwaukee Bucks. That's how you do for. You can't beat that out. That's what happens when you don't play it like you don't mess with the Greek Freak. Well, Greek Freak's definitely having a wild night out there. I mean, I give a little bit of a salute off to him. He's really doing on his better effort. He's got a great chance. He's working very hard. Now it's time for the 3-star players of the game. Woods Booty, all for you. Alright, thank you very much. Now let's see what we got. Starting with the 3rd-star player of the game. And I'll have to send it over to Gershon Yabusele. He has 18 points with 11 rebounds that he has been putting it in. And 9 field goals with only 1 3-pointers. 2 dunks were made, and 18 performance effort was the finish off that he had ever been playing. Without Joel Embiid, it's definitely hard enough to make him go through. Now the 2nd-star player of the game, this one will send it in to the Bucks. This will be Chris Middleton. 15 points with 4 rebounds and 2 assists. He really has put in some great efforts to have a nice time in his shot. With 7 out of 9 field goals and 1 3-pointer was given in. 20 performance effort, he's really on a hot hands to give up to. And your number 1 star, rise up because it's dime time. Damian Lillard, the number 1 star that brings it in with a big situation. New Balance player of the game. With only 19 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal on his own end. 6 out of 8 field goals, 4 of the 3-pointers were made, and only 21 performance effort. I love his energy. He's doing fantastic. He's showing it how he did. Well, folks, that's going to do it here for now. We finally made it to 1 through 10, so this was a fantastic to start off for this season. And we are taking a break now before the All-Star game is about to happen here. Don't miss out. You'll be loving some in between the players that we got in between the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. I'm super excited to be showing it off, and this is going to be fantastic. If you're ready for an All-Star game, let me know in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. So with that, there is another change in between. Do you know who that player would be? Who's going to get an extra MVP for the All-Star? Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I think Damian Lillard wants to do it again. Maybe. Well, probably it might be one take. I mean, I think we're looking to see what goes in. So if they win, well, hopefully that Damian Lillard won't be keeping it going. He might go for the back-to-back MVPs. Let's hope there is now. And we'll be seeing you all for our next game on Game 11 for the Jazz and Rockets. Let's enjoy our moment. Whilst the game of the night will be resuming, still on a carry, we'll keep your eyes on appearances for our next game. Anyway, we're heading out of here. I hope you all enjoyed. Peace out for a while as the NBA on 2K Sports Style. This is Wood Spoonie and Tyler Beast, signing you out. Thanks for watching. See you all again next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
If you don't, somebody will.